Walmart this morning, getting my groceries right now, and I'm just waiting. Yes, that's right. Can you put it on the passenger sliding door? You can just tug on the handle one time and it'll open automatically. She had a little issue with being able to close the van door, so I had to get out and help her with that. Already got my ice and filled up with gas this morning. It was, gosh, I don't know, around $2.80 for 87 mid-grade. Pretty decent. Heading to the dog park again. I find that it's very quiet. So that's where I'm going. Missed my turn at the roundabout, so let's do this again. There's dogs there this time. Yay! I just realized that I am way further back in the parking lot than where all the dogs are. Somebody had the same idea as me because that's where I was going to park, was right next to that tree, and then I could open my van door on the right side, and there's no one that can park on the other side because that's at the corner lot, but they are there already. So it's overcast today and it's going to rain early afternoon and the rest of the evening into tomorrow. So going to see if I can catch as much solar as possible to charge up the power stations to have it available for the next 2 or 3 days. I think it's going to be kind of like that. It's kind of hard to tell the way the forecast looks. So I'm going to see what I can get right now while there is a little bit of sunlight. All right, we need to put some groceries away. See if they've got me everything I wanted. There's my chicken. There's my kale salad and eggs. Looks like my frozen Indian food is in there. I don't feel like really cooking much the next couple of days, so that's what we're having. And then my water. I got these at the convenience store while I was getting gas and ice. And I don't know, maybe the ingredients are terrible. I'm sure they are. But I heard a YouTuber talking about how she had pickled sausage with her dad when she was growing up and she loved it. And I saw it and I thought, I would just want to taste what the hell is pickled sausage. Sounded funny, but I grabbed a couple of them. And I need to dump out any water from this cooler from the last ice that melted already. I'm going to have to cook up the salmon. Good thing it's in one of these containers that's already sealed. That looks pretty good. I got a couple of these to go together. Like I'll pair this chicken tikka masala with the Indian matar paneer. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. And I also got chicken curry as well. So I guess we'll find out. I've never had these from the freezer section, so we'll figure out if they taste any good. Looks like I'm going to have to take them out of the box in order for them to fit in the cooler. All right, almost done. Well, it looks like my blueberries are gonna have to sit out, and so is my unsweetened tea. It's all right. And the fully cooked bacon. That'll probably get eaten here. Those are things that can sit out. Sorry about all the thumbs, guys. All right, we're good. Put my sandals back in their place. Cooler is back in its place. Put the Walmart grocery bags away. Throw these boxes away. It should be good there. All right, let's go throw some trash away. Well, I had to get my solar panels out, like I said, and here they are. Get what we can from this overcast. And right now, I know it's already at 87, but we just need to kind of go ahead and top it off. There's one of them. Let's see what the other one is. A lot of wires going on down here, but let's see. This is the bigger jackery, the bigger power station. Okay. It's at 93%. So yeah, we should be good for the next 2 or 3 days if we don't have sunlight. I generally top off the power stations as much as I possibly can if I'm sitting down and or parked in one place, and I know I'll be there for a few hours and there's plenty of sunlight. I'll go ahead and top them off because down here in the southeast during the winter time, there might not be so much. I mean, there's no snow really. That's pretty rare, but there's more cloudy days, overcast. It can be rainy instead. And then, it'll be like that sometimes for 2, 3 days, maybe 4 days sometimes. And then there'll be sunlight. So, got to capture as much of got to make sure the power stations are full as much as possible because they got to be able to last for up to 3, 4, 5 days if needed. And I don't really like to let the Jackery power stations uh, go under 70%. I mean, of course, if I need to, yeah, they can go down to 50, 40%, whatever. But I generally like to make sure they're fully charged as much as possible. I mean, when you're getting free utilities, from the sun, free energy, free electricity from the sun, putting the power stations out while parked, that's simple, that's easy. And there's no need to, once you make the investment of the power station and the solar panels, it's phenomenal to get free electricity. So putting out a little bit of effort is not that big of a deal. Ooh, look at that. 855. That's a wonderful number. Prosperity, abundance, travel. 855. Breakfast, pickled sausage, and blueberries. I guess we're going to find out how that tastes. Smells very vinegary. This isn't even the spicy one. If you're not a fan of pickles because of the vinegar. I have a feeling you're not going to be a fan of this. Combine like a hot dog with some slightly spicy pickles. That's what this is. I'm not the biggest fan. I'll eat it because I'm getting hungry. But yeah, I'll eat the other one too because I want to taste it. But will not be buying these again. Mm-mm. And actually, now that I think about it, having a third bite, not even sure I can actually finish this. It has the texture of, I've never eaten Play-Doh, but if I was to eat Play-Doh, this has that texture. No, no, I can't finish this. Yuck. It has the taste of like, oh no, the texture of like Play-Doh. I don't know, a weird kind of plasticky, rubbery. I don't even know, like doughy kind of. Yeah, not for consumption. All right. Let's just stick to the blueberries. I guess this morning, and I'll probably. Oops, had to run away.
How's climate control? Storage, not so much, but I put on a roof box.
Boy, this looks like the bacon I had from my Subway sandwich last night. I took my solar panels down and cleaned them up real well. Amazingly, they had quite a bit of dirt on them, but they still fully charged my Jackeries just fine. Although I remember last season when I was in Quartzsite, and it was really windy, really dusty, and this was like the first time I had really used the solar panels where it was really dusty, and they had collected quite a bit of dust on them. I don't know, I'm just lazy like that, didn't clean them, and I was so confused about why my Jackery wasn't getting really good charge, because out in Arizona, where Quartzsite is, there's quite a bit of sun even when it is dusty. And I was like, man, did these solar panels just like, they're just not working. They're not doing a good job. And I just decided, okay, look at that film of dirt on them, and I cleaned them up, and sure enough, yep, they did a much better job of charging from the sunlight after I did that. So yeah, easy fix, but not as much dirt on them this time. So that was all right.
Regular truck camper with a slide in. That's a really awesome option and something I definitely considered. And then we have other vehicles. We have a custom pass through, or maybe more sunraider type. I summer. Um, it is a pain in the butt. You always have to go to the so it really just depends on your needs. That wasn't good for me. Again, you still have to drive it. You still have to do your everyday stuff in it. Those are things to think about.
On the truck. Holy moly, guys. It is freaking stormy out right now. To make it down to Southern California later in January, have the opportunity to do any kind of work on the camper in the rain. At home the other day, I marinated it and then baked it. And is shaking like a boat right now. Exactly what I was planning on making. What was gonna be a little stir fry on top of white rice, than my fried rice, but kind of just happened naturally. For the whole day, there's still a little bit of daylight.
So I'm in the van and it's Friday. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and there's still a lot of winter break kids with their families here. This area is semi crowded right now. It hasn't hit high season quite yet, but I've noticed the increase in how many cars are in the beach parking lots. And this last several days that I've been here, it has been more challenging to find parking. Um, when I was here before I went to my friends for Christmas and the Arctic storm, it I I mean there weren't that many cars in the parking lot, but I guess once winter break for a lot of kids and their families happened, yeah, it's pretty crowded. So I'm kind of like ducking and hiding out, especially after yesterday. It was so overstimulating for me yesterday. And then when the van that parked next to me, there was a minivan that parked next to me, and they came in full blast music. There was probably five or six individuals. They seemed like family members in that vehicle, but they had their music blasting the entire time, and they were really loud. And I expect that when you've got a family coming in, but then you add music to it and just loud conversation. um I was just like, I've got to leave. I was getting overstimulated by the amount of people that were walking by. And I should have known better, honestly. It it really is very challenging for me. Sounds, noises are really challenging for me, and so um, yeah. By the end of the day, probably by the time I got back to where I was going to park for the night, I was pretty much shot. I had another headache, and I basically took a nap. Now, I didn't realize like how much that stimulation had affected me. So, um, yeah, I actually went and got Subway, which is not normally a restaurant or fast food place that I normally get any food at, because I'm just not a huge sandwich eater. Like, I'll eat tuna and crackers and stuff, but I just don't make a lot of sandwiches, nor do I go to places that, um, restaurants, fast food places that have a lot of sandwiches. It's just not my thing personally. But Subway was like right there, and I wanted something, so I went in and got an Italian, I don't know, some sort of Italian club sandwich. I don't know, and it was okay. But it was just kind of a quick fix for me, and but I was like wiped out from all that noise and people and stimulation. And so, yeah, after I ate, I did take some more ibuprofen. I also have some hemp oil, and but I did take something to help me sleep. It was an allergy tablet that is more for nighttime, not daytime. And man, that really, really helps me sleep. So I woke up well rested, feeling much better. And man, I had a lot of energy today. Being able to go get gas, get ice, empty out my cooler, get my groceries, take care of a bunch of stuff and around all of that, put my groceries away, and then be able to edit a video and upload it. Yeah, that um, is probably the norm for somebody on a daily basis times, I don't know, five. They've probably got a lot on their schedule. But for me, that is actually a lot because I tend to have, I tend to be more on the low energy side. And I think most introverts can be like that. I don't know. I don't know enough introverts to say maybe I'm just speaking for myself. But this introvert, me, happens to be a low energy introvert and got to be by myself, got to have solo time, alone time, got to be in quiet places. And the other thing is that something I haven't shared with you guys is I am incredibly intuitive. And so my intuition requires a lot because I do communicate with the other side. I know some of you may think that's spooky, wicked, whatever, but yeah, I am a medium. I do have psychic intuitive abilities, and so it requires me to have a lot of quiet downtime, and that's how I'm able to communicate with the other side. So, yeah, this has been continuously being been an amazing trip for me, and I think that being in one place, feeling safe, feeling comfortable in a relatively quiet beach town now, of course, right now because of the winter break, it's not that quiet. But being in places like this where it's a lot more quiet usually during their low season and it's a smaller beach town, it really has helped me be able to get comfortable and feel safe and have better night's sleep. I've noticed that when I'm on the road a lot, if I'm in a big city, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of people. It's very, it's overstimulating and overwhelming for me. And I can get out into nature and get recharged and have that quiet time out in nature and get grounded. But then as soon as I get back in the city, I get zapped of my energy really quick. So this has been a blessing in disguise for me to be where I'm at right now. So yeah, it's not the most exciting videos, guys, but it is what's going on in my life that I wanted to share with you guys on this journey. And so if you do like the channel, consider subscribing, consider putting a thumbs up in on the videos and comment. I'd appreciate it. All right, this is going in the trash. Goodbye, trash. Let's clean up. This as well going into the trash, this other pickled sausage. I can't read very well when the words are really small on the ingredients, but I was able to make out mechanically separated chicken. Mechanically separated chicken. No wonder it tastes like yuck. Going in the trash. I see a picnic table out there outside of the dog park fenced area. Obviously, I don't have a dog, so I don't want to seem strange going into the fenced area with no dog. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just sit at the picnic table outside of the fenced area and observe some of the dogs, see what they're up to. I guess if it's not creepy enough that I don't have a dog and I'm hanging out at a dog park, but now I've got sunglasses and a hoodie on sitting outside of the dog park at a picnic table watching the dogs. Here's the picnic table I was going to sit at, but I noticed that there's a bench over here that brings me even closer to the fenced area. So I'll sit at the bench. Well, this is not a problem today. I've never seen a sign like that, but I guess down here in the southeast it can get really hot. Dogs! Dogs, dogs, dogs. I don't want to film the dogs too much because obviously their owners are keeping an eye on them, and I don't want to seem all creepy out here with the camera filming dogs. It's getting chilly out here, guys. Probably best to get back in the car. It's surprisingly chilly because it's windy out here today. Definitely a cloudy, dreary day. Well, I won't need these sunglasses today.
The one that I use with my heater on, but from what I've heard from my neighbors,
Looks like it's starting to rain.
All things out in the middle of the woods. And the reason I'm thinking about it is because I've always enjoyed filming and editing. I've been doing this a long platform back then. And for me, whenever I film something,
Did that rain? All right, well, I am going to make some of that Indian food I got from the grocery store today. That's going to be my dinner. And, wow. So I'm going to end the video here, guys, because it's getting really loud. And I'm not even 100% sure you guys can hear me. But I'll see you on the next video.